In this video, I'm going to look into the ingredients of Cicaplast Gel B5 and see if the product actually does what the manufacturer, La Roche-Posay, says it does. Now, the manufacturer says this product repairs the skin barrier, improves the appearance of scarring, it's anti-inflammatory, and it's very soothing to the skin. Now, to start off, the product does not have any fragrance or denatured alcohol in it, and that's a good thing, and that gets a huge tick from me for that. A lot of times you find a product with a very good set of ingredients and then you find fragrance or perfume on the ingredient list, and that kind of negates a lot of benefits that the good ingredients bring to the product. So this product not having fragrance or perfume is a huge tick. The first set of ingredients are the humectants. The humectants in this product are glycerin, panthenol, pentylene glycol, and sodium hyaluronate. Now, humectants are like water magnets. They attract water molecules. They bind themselves to the water molecules from the environment and bring all that water molecules to the surface of the skin. Now, glycerin is a very effective humectant. Sodium hyaluronate is a salt form of hyaluronic acid, and it is also a very good humectant. In fact, sodium hyaluronate is better than hyaluronic acid because its molecular weight is much less than hyaluronic acid, and so it can get into the deeper layers of the skin, which is a good thing. The next ingredient is panthenol. Panthenol is provitamin B5. In fact, it is because of the B5 in panthenol that this product has the word B5 in its name. Panthenol is also a good effective humectant, and in addition to that, it also has some good anti-inflammatory properties. It can calm the skin and help in reducing the redness of the skin. The final humectant is pentylene glycol, which is also a good one. The injured skin and the inflamed skin tends to lack water, and so humectants, by bringing in the moisture, they're helping the dryness on the skin that's caused because of the injury or the inflammation. So it's a good thing. This set of humectants are all positives. The next set of ingredients are the dimethicone, dimethiconol, peg-dimethicone, and alkyl dimethicone. Now, all these ingredients, they form a thin layer on top of the skin and prevent the loss of moisture from the skin. Now, these are all emollients. Now, you see the skin barrier function on an injured or inflamed skin is slightly compromised. What do I mean by that? The top layer of the skin acts as a barrier. It has two important functions. Number one, it needs to act as a shield and prevent water from the deeper layers of the skin from evaporating into the environment. Number two, it needs to act as a shield and prevents attacks from the environmental nasties. By doing this, by being an effective shield, it keeps the skin hydrated and it also keeps the skin free from breakouts. Now, when there is any injury, inflammation, or redness, the skin's barrier function is compromised. It is weakened, and so it's not an effective shield. And so the skin gets dehydrated and dry, and the skin gets very prone to breakouts, which further increases all the inflammation and the redness. So these emollients are good emollients. They help the skin in its barrier function, and they form a thin layer on top of the skin and prevent water from escaping the skin, prevent water from evaporating into the environment. So far we've got good set of humectants which brings in the moisture to the skin, and a good set of emollients which seals that moisture in and also forms a seal and prevents any further loss of water that's already there on the skin. So the water part, the hydration part, is taken care of. The next set of ingredients I would like to talk about are the anti-inflammatory ingredients. Now, these are the ingredients which will calm the skin, soothe the skin, and bring all that redness on the skin down. Now, you see, inflammation and scars are very closely related. Whenever there's any kind of inflammation on the skin, in the deeper layers of skin, there's an overproduction of a pigment called melanin. So this excess melanin then slowly makes its way to the visible layer of the skin, and thus we get all this post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, and the color of this pigmentation is because of the color of melanin. So we need to control inflammation. When we control inflammation, the scars kind of take care of themselves. So in this product, we've got two good anti-inflammatory ingredients. One is the panthenol, which I spoke about in the section about humectants. It's a good anti-inflammatory ingredient, and because of panthenol is why we have the name B5 in the product's name. And another one is zinc gluconate, and that is also a good anti-inflammatory ingredient. Zinc gluconate also has some antimicrobial properties. So with the injury comes some bacteria and all that. So zinc gluconate is good at fighting and getting rid of all that bacteria. So that's the anti-inflammation part. I would now like to talk about the star ingredient of the product, Centella asiatica. Centella asiatica is a plant extract, and it is known for its anti-inflammatory and wound healing properties. Now, it has been used in the traditional Indian medicine for centuries because of its wound healing and anti-inflammatory properties. Centella asiatica is also known as tiger grass. It is believed that tigers, when they get wounded, they roll on Centella asiatica grass, and that helps them heal their wounds, and hence the name tiger grass. Centella asiatica has got a bunch of active ingredients. Among them, there are 4 active ingredients which are proven to have good skincare benefits. Now, one of them is metacoside, and metacoside is the ingredient that is used in this product. The French name for Centella asiatica is cica, and hence the word cica in this product's name. Now, coming back to metacoside, it is a good anti-inflammatory ingredient. It is also good in wound healing, specifically in regenerating the skin tissue, which is a good thing if you've got any kind of slight injury on the skin. And finally, it is also helpful in reducing the elevated scars. So, you know, the raised bumps that might happen, the raised hyperpigmentation that can occur when we have some wounds or injury. This ingredient is helpful in reducing the appearance of such scars. I have another video where I explain in detail all the benefits Centella asiatica can bring to the face. I will leave a link to that video up above this video. A very quick disclaimer from the manufacturer is that this product is not to be applied on open wounds. These are to be applied only on closed wounds, not to be applied on any wounds which has got any kind of fluids coming out of it. The next ingredient I would quickly like to mention is copper gluconate. Copper gluconate also has some wound healing properties. Now, everything in the product so far is looking all good. It's got enough ingredients which can bring hydration to the skin, ingredients which can seal the hydration in, ingredients which can heal my wound, ingredients which can reduce the inflammation and calm the redness and calm and soothe the skin. And because by controlling the inflammation, we're also getting rid of the chances of the hyperpigmentation and the uneven skin tone that arises from a wound. Now, does it have any ingredients which can strengthen the skin's barrier function? I would have to say no. There are no ingredients in the product which can get into the deeper layers and strengthen the skin's barrier function as such. But having said that, by healing the wound, it is kind of repairing my skin's barrier function. So this is a very good product. It seems to do what it promises, what the manufacturer promises it would do. It will help with healing the wound and reducing the inflammation. And by reducing the inflammation, we are keeping all that hyperpigmentation and the uneven skin tone in check. If there is one ingredient which is of some concern to me, it is polysorbate 20. It's the last ingredient on the ingredient list. Now, this ingredient can cause some fungal acne. So if you're prone to that, this is something to keep in mind. This is a product I would use when there is a slight injury on the face or when there's any kind of inflammation or redness on the skin. So all in all, thumbs up from me for this product. And if you did like this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.